All right, we're at Sky Boxing Gym with Coach Cuz and Coach Jay. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. I appreciate your time. I'll get right into it. Of course, a lot of fans have heard about the potential of a Fury fight as opposed to a Joshua fight. Both are good fights. Talk about how the Fury fight came to be, Jay.
Well, it was just a thing where we were looking for the biggest fight. Whatever the biggest fight was is what we wanted. And once we kind of became convinced that Joshua fight wasn't going to happen and that they were not really truly interested in making the fight, then we looked at it and said, what's the next biggest thing we could do? What would the fans want? What would be the fight that would really get people excited? And Fury's name was the name. And to his credit, Fury said he was up for the fight, provided he gets through Pianetta, who he's got to fight on the 18th. And so that's where we are. It's still nothing's finalized. It's right now. It's just in the works, and we're hopeful to hear some great news here in the next few days.
In regards to the Joshua fight, was it just, you know what, I'm tired of waiting? You know, what was the moment when you realized, you know what, we're wasting our time. Let's move forward.
Well, I mean, we went through several months of negotiations. We offered $50 million and proved it was real. That should have been the red flag of all red flags. Once I said before, it was 7.442 billion people on Earth, and we found the one guy who wouldn't take 50 million to fight. Once that happened, and then they offered 15 against our 50, their 15, and we still took it. And then they sent a contract that didn't have a date, didn't have a place, had a one-sided rematch clause, had them picking the judges and the refs. It was so one-sided. We still were on board to do it, and then ultimately they decided to fight Povetkin. The truth of the matter is, they had that streaming service that they signed the deal with, and they didn't want to risk their biggest draw 3 months into a 10-year deal, which I totally understand. I'm not saying they're wrong in thinking that way. I just wish we hadn't had to go through all that process to get to that point. It would have been better if they just said, look, we want the fight, but down the road, not right now. That would have been a lot easier.